Hello everyone, it is Anthony Gamer here, and today you are going to watch me playing Ice Cream 2. Today I'm going to be playing the new chapter that they have added to this game, and it is a canonical story which is Charlie's Revenge, which I would assume that it takes place after the ending of the first chapter where Jay rescued Charlie from the cage, and now he's going to take his revenge against Rod. The day after being kidnapped. Exactly. Charlie devises a plan to get revenge on Rod. Will he prove how brave he is? So yeah, we're gonna be playing as Charlie, and we're gonna have to discover what kind of revenge that we're gonna be doing to Rod. Okay, so first of all, let's take a look at this brand new main screen. It looks totally different than before, which I would guess that is a good update. And you guys can see from down here, we can also see the stories that we can see from the first chapter to the third chapter. So yeah, we only need to complete one more difficulty, which is Nightmare Mode, which I have done hard, normal, and exploration for my, for my practice runs. So yeah, we're gonna be doing on Nightmare Mode once again, just like usual. We're gonna be playing with only alive, enemies are very fast, and hear everything. Coin collection will be 2 times multiplied, and horror coin chance 20% up, which I never seen any coins that were laying on these places anywhere in this story. So yeah, but that doesn't matter because we're gonna be playing this new story. And if you want to download this game, I'll leave in the description. So before we start to the game, we introduce ourselves a new intro, which it tells you on how Charlie managed to get and follow Rod. And the first thing that he does is to go inside and invade the van. Of course, like, to prove that he's pretty brave, he instantly goes into the van without thinking the consequences. Alright, now that Charlie is picking through Rod, or whatever that Rod is doing over there, something that we need to bring up Rod's past trauma in his childhood so that maybe he can be traumatized. Okay, something that we need to do to get this doll. But it won't be that easy to get the doll just to open that crate. You need to find a pliers, which it isn't easy to get until you follow these steps.
Take it away from him and make him cry really hard, just like I cried.
You cried during these investigations? Okay. I mean, I would too, not gonna lie. Anyway, let's go start exploring, and the first place that we need to explore is the stall. So before we go to get whatever that we need to do, let's get caught. I did not plan for this, so you know what? Yeah, just get ready to get caught without any preparation. So yeah, just like usual, we're trapped inside the refrigerator, and that is all. Very cold, so cold. Alrighty, we're back at this spot, so hopefully we don't get caught anymore. Alright, just need to look back and forth, and we found this distinguished Rod. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is to steal his map, which I would assume that he did not put his pocket properly, and install it to the fan. Secondly, we're gonna get the crowbar that we're holding against the wall. It's just leaning, not just holding. Okay, thanks for the crowbar. Now I can go and get to somewhere else. You guys can see up here, we got pliers that were placed on the top of the shed, which before, I used to think that maybe if I could just throw the crowbar against it, it might going to work, but turns out it does not work how you would think it would be. So we need to do a lot of steps here. So this crowbar leads to this place called cemetery. Since this cemetery holds many secrets, it makes sense. So yeah, let's see what we can debunk on these secrets and mysteries in the cemetery. First of all, we got Joseph's tombstones. We've managed to figure out the story behind Joseph. Secondly, there are so many people that have been buried without any apparent reason, probably due to old age or probably because of Rod. Okay, now that he knows that my existence in this cemetery, we can always use our item to knock him out. And you guys can see on these nameplates, you need to find the one that it's pretty obvious that isn't the same as the others, which is the very bottom second row. There's also like a police officer that were trapped in this tunnel. I don't think he managed to get it out in time, since the breathing space in the tunnel is so small. Don't imagine that it's like the same level as the free rooms. It's pretty suffocating. Okay, now that we're at the entrance of the crank lock room, and it is locked by a key, so we need to find it. But first we need to find the item that will require us to get the key to go to that room. And this is the room that we're talking about. This is the room that we need to get in so that we can get the key. But in here it says the door is locked with special lock. Look for clues in the tunnels to find the combination. So yeah, we're gonna be exploring the tunnels of this to get the emblems. And we need to find 3 of them, so let's go search them. And I would assume one of them could be in here, but it seems like the preset is different, so we need to find it in different places. So let's go further inside of the tunnel and find more places. One of them can be here, and it is TNT. Don't ever touch TNT, otherwise it'll be explode. I'm gonna go to the right pathway, and this is the one with the skulls. So many skulls. Alright, deeper to the tunnel. Soon enough we will find one emblem. Okay, that's the entrance. Alright, so far I did not see things. Actually, this is in the entrance. This also leads to another area. Alright, one which we found. Wines. We got like a cheer sign. So we just need to remember the logos, not the colors. So I'm gonna assume that is glass. Glass of wines. And they're cheering, so it's a glass. Just need to remember the item names. Then it'll make it easy for you to install to the emblems code. Secondly, the emblem might be in one of these areas. Just assuming. Okay, second we found hammer and saw. So let's just remember one of the items. So we got glass and hammer. Glass hammer. Now we need to find the last emblem. Now unfortunately you cannot just do instantly, because you need to collect all 3 of them using your eyes. Oh, and finally we found the last one, which is the hand. Glass hammer hand. You know, it makes sense because both glass and hammer, they require hand for you to hold it. Pretty obvious. Okay, anyway. So let's install it. The first code would be the hand. Second would be I think that's a rose. Glass with wines and with a love on top of it. And then the lastly, construction, hammer and saw. And now we have debunked to another area, which allows us to get the commemorative plate paste. Commemorative plate paste. This goes to the circus. Yeah, there's so many things that they added in each of the places. For instance, cemetery, they added this tunnel. Secondly, circus, they have more puzzles that we must solve. Only applicable for each of the stories. And if you go back to the main story, they wouldn't have these such things. Okay, I don't see any presence of rod, so we're gonna go to the circus. We're gonna play some games. So circus area, there's still some things that is applicable and still related to the puzzle that we need to apply in the first chapter. And that is the secret pass. So that we can go to the secret lair to figure out more things. But before that, we're gonna install this to one of the memorial place. I think it's a memorial place, I'm not too sure. It's a foundation, landmark here. Spokane 1873 foundation. And once you put that in, we found crank key. And this is exactly the key that I was talking about. That goes to that wooden door in the tunnel. Alright, while we're knocking out rod, We're gonna also try to investigate the special pass. He knows my existence just because I ran away from him. And I guess notice the running animation of Rod. It looks more improved, but also at the same time makes him more goofier. So what do you guys think about this new animation that they added for Rod? Once he got close to you, he's like raising his hands and then pretend that he's being so scary. I don't see him scary, I see him more as a goofy person. A goofy, creepy man. The type of creepy that people don't want to hang out with. Not the fact that he's scary, it's just that scary in weird way. Oh great. That always happens. Okay, he's pretty close. I lost. Okay, not really. Still have hope. Take some of this. If you don't want this key, then it's mine. Alright, fortunately we don't need to go to the workshop. Pretty good. Less places that we are going to explore. How does he manage to go turn his back knowing that I'm there? Does he have some telepathy? He feels like those people that knows everywhere. Okay. Now I'm gonna use this special pass against his head. And then I'm gonna get back my crank key and put it inside of the fan. Hopefully he doesn't steal it afterwards. But I'm gonna make him lure to another area so that he wouldn't reach up to me whenever I need to go to the secret lair with Mike inside. Mikey still exists, so yeah, this is definitely taking place after the first ending of Ice Cream. Okay. Oh no! How in the world that he's being so intrusive? Did you just see that? Wow. Oh wow. That's almost cut me some lives. Kinda like before, but it's unexpected. Alright, I'll get back my special pass. Don't mind if I do. Okay, we just need to not look at back. If we look back, they're gonna make us not to go to the secret lair. Yeah, even though he's still chasing us. Like, really. I never knew that he's so close. Hey, did anyone ever tell you that you're so goofy with that animation gag? Hello, Mike. How's it going?
Charlie, I have a great invention. I've called it the Fartinator 2000.
Fartonator 2000.
And explodes, the smell could last until the year 2000.
Well, I mean, we're living in the year of 2000. I guess this game was released in 2019. So I don't think it's really working anymore.
Want to try it? I don't think so. A great power like this comes with great responsibility.
Seriously? You're trying to quote from a superhero? Is it a brand new day for you? Yeah, I watched that movie a couple of days ago.
I don't think
Amazing.
evil enough to deserve such punishment.
Oh, I mean, there's one. Like, literally right in front of us. You may don't know him, but soon he's gonna kidnap the one of your life, the love of your life, will be frozen. Just kidding, not really. Anyway, we found an item behind Mike's back. It is the screwdriver. And this screwdriver leads to the place where... Oh no. Yeah, what do you think you're doing, Rod? Oh, look at that. Okay, we need to go to the cinema. Cinema is our next destination for the screwdriver. Alright, surprisingly no outbreak. Are we gonna watch some film? Can I watch Spider-Man Brand New Day? Just because Mike mentioned about great power comes great responsibility. Oh great, with that screams, I would say that definitely would not going to watch. Even though I do recommend it if you are a Spider-Man fan. Alright, before we do our action, let's just put some traps so that he wouldn't get inside of this room. You know, because he hears everything, why don't we just set up a trap so that he wouldn't try to mess up our plan? And by the way, this screwdriver goes to this locker inside of this little room, which allows us to go here and get some letters.
From my sister.
Enemy has been trapped. So we need to get one of the love letters, which I guess this love letter is supposed to belong to the projector, who is known as Norman Dusk. Oh, poor Rod. So yeah, these love letters, you can tell that Liz is the type of fan that you cannot resist. Let's go back to the circus. We're gonna give this to Mike. Why? Because he's gonna think that this love letter goes to him. But no, it does not belong to Mike, actually. So don't be heartbroken, Mike. Hey, I got a little surprise for you. I think Liz has proposed to, dating on you. Aren't you happy? Just kidding. These are not intended to be to Mike.
They're from Liz? For what?
To be true though, she is like very admiring Norman Dusk, the guy that you would see in the magazine. It's from one of the stories that we've done before. It's called The Missing Guard. Yeah, I've seen her before in when she's reading right here with the hamster. Okay, where is Rod? I see him, and do you guys see that? Okay, he just like hiding so that we wouldn't know his existence, but we know already. Okay, let's leave, and I'm gonna go on top of the tent and see if he can get me. Ha! Looks like he has no ability to climb up on the tent. I'm not sure why this has been changed. Butcher, is this a Mr. Meat reference? It kind of looks like it's a reference, by the way. Okay, where is Mr. Rod? Does he go inside the circus? Hopefully not. Oh, great. He's behind me, isn't he? Can I just leave? I mean, if I turn my back, I would, unpurposely look at Mr. Rod either way. Come on, come here. We're gonna go for a walk a bit. That sounds weird, but yeah. You don't need to go up to the grandma's apartment anymore. Not really that necessary. Okay, next step that we're gonna do is to get the crank key and go back to the cemetery. Oh no, he's coming here. We're gonna go quickly before he knows that I'm inside of the van. Chubby kid inside of a van. Any ad break? No ad break. We're gonna go inside to the tunnel. And we also got a fart-o-nator, which that goes to the cinema. But first we're gonna go to here. We're gonna open a door. A room that is very mysterious. Like, who would in the right mind design these architecture? So strange, if you have to ask me. Okay, now we need to go to the front, and here you can get to this room. And now we have discovered another area.
Those photos look like the doll Rod hides in his stall. Wait. Joseph Sullivan is Rod's father?
Oh, wait a second. This is his coffin.
I'll find something here to make Rod suffer for sure.
You're really known as the greatest ice cream man maker.
Well, now the four.
Alrighty. So let's get the magnet phone tape. Yeah, this belongs to the cinema, by the way. And this is the coffin of Mr. Joseph. Pretty well hidden. I'm not sure why a child wants to interfere with any of these. But somehow we found this stuff. And you can also get out from here using this way. That will lead to, if I'm not wrong, it leads to like the entrance of the side of the church. There's also like a white building. But I'm not gonna take to this way because it's very risky. I don't want Rod to like instantly appears on my side. So to make it safer, we're gonna go to the way that we have been to before. We can still climb back up from the way that we have invaded to this area. I would assume that this is much safer. So yeah, there you go. because he's not always gonna be around this area. Okay. I think this could be our last destination to go to here. Actually, I'll take it back. We still need to go back to the circus. We still need to somehow interact with Mike. But I have this magnet phone, which I'm gonna put it, yeah, literally over there actually. Thank you. Thank you for showing the way, Mr. Roth. Okay, I'm also gonna do this instantly. We're gonna make a prank. Oh no, he knows I'm here. After this scene cuts off, we have to leave immediately.
Who threw this disgusting thing at me?
I don't know, but there's an
Do you
evil
even
nun
know who
poster.
I am? I'm Norman Dusk.
So?
Done with this place. I quit. I'm a star, not your clown.
Okay, you're a star of what? You're
I'll write
just a
song about
projector.
this, and the whole world will know what you did to me, you idiot.
Okay, I would assume that Mr. Rod has done pretty dirty to Mr. Dusk. That he even, you know, having his like ego to make a song about, you know, towards, you know, hate towards, you know, Rod. Okay, let's leave. Okay, never mind. The whole thing got reset. Pretty good. Oh no. Do we got anything else? Oh no, we have nothing. I guess what I'm gonna do is to get the tape and I'm gonna throw it to his face. This isn't the fastest way, but yeah, this is how it is. Okay, I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna also open this way. And we have to install it to here. Just need to get to the right spot. Okay, this, and that. Nice. Let's go out from here before he knows. And what that does is to make the projector to work. Oh no, not again! Now I have nothing in my hand. Come on, could you just please leave me alone? I know I've done bad things, but you did more. Okay, stop with the chasing, please. Okay, how about you come here? Come here for a moment. And we need one more thing to execute this plan. Is to get his doll. But first, we need Mike. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Do we really have to go all the way to the cinema? Now it's all nothing. Wait, there'll be something soon. Finally, it fades away. I'm assuming he's still in my back. But I won't going to look back. I know what's gonna happen. Take me to the circus and I need to talk to my buddy Mike. I know he will give me something special after he read the letter from Liz. He may be thinking that message goes towards, you know, to Mike. But no, it's wrong. And now he suddenly has this gun.
Well, I've taken it upon myself to build this bazooka to settle the score. Test
All
it,
right.
make sure it's safe before I, well, put it to use for entirely wholesome pacifist purposes that have nothing to do with revenge.
Yeah. I mean, you've been messing with a guy, with a person that really full on revenge right now against someone. So how about if I just take this and pretend that it's nothing really that serious? There's nothing to do with revenge at all, okay? Okay, with your goofy face. Anyway. All right, I'll promise I will give it back. Probably, maybe not. Who cares? Anyway, let's go investigate Rod's existence. If he's here, we're doomed. If not, then we're good. So let's go here and get to the stall. Why do we need to go to the stall? Because we need to get the pliers. Remember when I mentioned about guns? This is exactly what I mean. We found ourselves a gun, and now we're gonna use it to Rod first, so that he wouldn't bother us all the time. You have hit the enemy with your weapon, and they will be knocked out for 60 seconds. Alright, that's not really a big of a deal, but the most big of a deal is to knock down these pliers with 2 shots. Okay. Let's see if we can do it correctly. Good. I'm glad that the last shot would not disappoint me, so that we can get the pliers. Hey, I'm gonna steal something from here, so don't mind if I do. Oh yes, that would really going to trigger you a lot. Kind of like Granny when you hold her great-granddaughter's doll. Alright, now we're gonna go to the cinema. We're gonna watch some movie with Joseph Sullivan doll. I would like to think like the soul of Joseph Sullivan being trapped inside of this doll. Hopefully that isn't the case. Now after you got this doll, it's all finished. You just need to go back to the projector room and put it on the layer. But first we need to make him out. Don't you realize that I'm stealing your father's doll, or a doll that represents your father, and you still act like it's nothing happened? Just put it there, and then you will get traumatized already. Alright, let's see this masterpiece.
Rod, it's Joseph, your father. I was on
Joseph
the street,
Sullivan.
and this reporter, I asked him to please record this message for you. Son, I've been hit by a car.
Now he has to remember and rethinking the whole past trauma of his
So
father.
many things I should have told you before.
When they show you these things, it's not easy to get away with it.
Business,
Trust me.
my money, my damn name in the newspapers.
Oh man.
I remember when we first met.
Alright. Rod is, attentively paying attention. And we're going back in time, 1944.
Alyssa.
Is that the girl's name?
I don't know.
So we're in Rod's POV. Alright.
It seems that you are a boy. The dress does not help.
A boy wearing a girl dress.
The sisters?
And assuming that the mother of this character named him Elisa.
They said...
I made a deal. That's it.
So, what do I call myself?
What a crazy lunatic nun.
Lisa is not gonna come.
Why not?
Because out here, you need
The voice acting is kind of iffy. I think you need to work on a little better with the voice acting. Just a suggestion, by the way.
Rod?
It's a bar of iron. Holds weight, doesn't cry, doesn't ask questions. Say it.
Oh, so that's how he got his name.
Rod!
Metal rod. Fishing rod? No, just rod. Because his father here, trying to represent the word rod as strong metal thing. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like something like that. Something about personification. It represents him stronger body physics and stronger mental. But as you can see, he's so sad, Had to rethinking his father over there. He misses him so much, and now he's just crying. So sad and painfully. Look at him. Man, so sad. Honestly, this is kind of revenge that maybe it wouldn't last that short. It's gonna goes on kind of, let's say about a month. Thinking about your lost one, heartbreaking.
Where have you been, Shorty?
Just doing important things that only a hero
Okay.
would be capable of.
After this, we're going back to
Come
home
on, shut up and leave your shoes
and meet
there.
our,
Waiting for you for
I think this
dinner.
is our sister, Liz.
Letters around here too.
What? Where did you
I could
get
be
these?
wrong, but it kind of sounds like
Give them
Liz.
to me now.
Oh, Norman Dusk. I need the warmth of your kiss.
Oh yeah, it is.
Let me mingle with your soul.
Because once he mentioned about Norman Dusk, of course.
So that our love will never die.
You idiot! Give me that!
You can tell she secretly falls in love with Norman Dusk. Until the 8th chapter. Well, that's kind of ruined the whole thing about Norman Dusk as Liz. So anyway, we have finally finished the story of Charlie's Revenge in Nightmare Mode. This story has come to an end. So yeah, what do you think about this story? Let me know in the comments, and that is all for today's video. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. This is me playing Ice Cream 2 Charlie's Revenge, a canonical story. So yeah, in my review of this story of Charlie's Revenge, I kind of think that it's kind of fun, you know, knowing that Liz has spit crush on Norman Dusk. Then we got Mr. Rod being so traumatized about rethinking of his past trauma with his dad, and something about what else, you know, seeing Joseph Gravestone. That's one of the craziest things that you can see in the game, because it's all related at some point. So yeah, that's all my review. It is in fact a great story, and yes, can check it out in the description if you want to play the game. And that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. So anyway, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in another horror games. Bye bye.